All protocol observed. Kukudu. 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 I want to thank God Almighty for this day and for the signal of the showers of blessings that He has given to us as we go to Saturday for our election. I have been on the campaign trail pretty much for the last year. I have visited 276 constituencies across the country. Broad representation of the people. I've met the chiefs, I've met the pastors, I've met the imams, I've met the Zongo chiefs as well. I have met the artisans, I have met the nurses and doctors, the disabled, all across. And I have received a lot of advice from them. And I am very grateful, and a lot of support. What I can tell you from my campaign tours across all the 276 constituencies is that if we all, on December 7th, on Saturday, if we all get up and go to the polling station and vote by midnight on December 7th, we will all hear that the NPP has won the 2024 presidential and parliamentary election. Today, we will win the presidential election and we will win the parliamentary majority because of the good work that we have done as a party. I want to thank God because I am standing on the shoulders of to give us shoulders of great men. I want you to give us standing Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo. Performed. I am standing on their shoulders, and I will to benefit and their advice also going forward. Their country opinion here, and I am lucky to have two opinions who are going to advise me. Today, the reason we are going to win this election is because of the work that we have done, the achievements of this government, and our vision going forward. This election is a clear choice between the future and the past. My opponent represents the past, and I, Dr. Bawumia, represents the future of this country. So, the choice that we have on Saturday as we go to vote is whether we want to go forward into the future or backwards into the past. Muna sai gaba ko muna zo baya. Gaba ko baya. Tiya changla tuoni beti ya labla nyanga. Tiya changla tuoni beti ya labla nyanga. We in the MPP, the work that we have done is underpinned by a mindset of possibilities. We believe in possibilities. We believe it is possible to transform this country into an advanced nation. And we have been living by this. Not many people thought it was possible to do national health insurance. But President Kofi could do free maternal care. That President Kofi people thought we could do school feeding. But President Kofi did it. This is about possibilities and the mindset of possibilities. When my opponent came into office, can you remember one policy that initiative implemented in 8 years? 8 years. What did we implement? Was it doing so? Or was it a confirm? We could not come out with any policy initiative affecting the whole country. One initiative. So the choice is simple. Are we going into the future with a mindset of possibilities, or are we going into the past with a mindset of Nkuko Nkitin? And sometimes it is important to remind ourselves, because we are a problem-solving government. And Nana Akufo, over the last 8 years, has demonstrated this superbly. We have been solving problems. When we came into office, and many people could not send their children to senior high school, we said free senior high school education for everybody. We have solved that problem. 5.7 million children are going. But what is even more important, when we came into office, there were more boys than girls in senior high school. For every 100 boys, we had 68 girls. Today, there are more girls than boys in senior high school. Trouble. And as the president said, their performance has dramatically increased. The core 6 subjects of WACC, the pass rate in 2016 was 24%. Last year, it was 64%. Trouble. And the top 3 students in the whole of West Africa in the WASI exam last year, number 1, number 2, number 3, all came from Ghana. All came from Ghana. Trouble. I therefore was not surprised, but I was pleasantly surprised when the data ranking the 5th by quality of education. There were 54 countries. 2 weeks ago, the data came out. Ghana is number 2 in the whole of Africa in terms of quality of education. Number 2 in the whole of Africa. Tunisia is number 1. Ghana is number 2 in the whole of Africa. Trouble. We have not left it at free SHS. We've brought free free technical and vocational education. We have invested 6 billion Ghana cedis over the last 7 years in technical and vocational education, the highest of any government since independence. We have restored the teacher training allowances, restored the nursing training allowances that were cancelled. Today, in the area of healthcare, we have seen dramatic improvement, major investment in health infrastructure, hospitals. We are seeing major hospitals that we are working on, even excluding Agenda 111. And the President has started commissioning the Agenda 111, and I will continue to commission them all the way into next year. There is no government in the history of Ghana in health infrastructure than the Akufo-Addo Bawumia government. No government. None. When we came into office, Ghana had just 37 ambulances, the whole of Ghana, and we said one constituency, one ambulance. Today, we have 307 ambulance service. We had major problems with the national health insurance. It was collapsing. It was reverting to cash and carry. We have paid most of their debts, and diseases that were not covered under national health insurance. Childhood cancer is now covered by national health insurance. Sickle cell disease, the drug hydroxyurea, is now
Mahamudu Bawumia, on the ofro. It is possible. It is possible. One of all through into
national health insurance. Today, we have brought many initiatives to bear. We have issued the Ghana card. President before passed the NIA Act in 2008. 8 years of the Mahamudu administration, they couldn't issue the Ghana card. And when we came into office, the President asked me to champion the issue of the Ghana card. And today, we have issued the Ghana card to our citizens. We have done, when we came into office, Ghana did not have a working address system. You had to use landmarks by the tree, by the blue house for directions in many places. Today, we have implemented the digital property address system, and you can find anywhere in Ghana, any location in Ghana. Ghana, our own Ghana, is the second country in the whole world to implement a digital property address system. We have solved a major problem. We have brought in mobile money interoperability. Today, Ghana has done something no other African country has done. We have made our domestic payment system totally interoperable. Your Momo account today is working like a bank account. When I said that with Momo interoperability, everybody will have a bank account, my opponents never understood it. They talked about brick and mortar bank account. I'm talking about digital bank accounts. Digital bank accounts. Today, with what we have done with mobile money interoperability, in the whole of Africa, it is only Ghana that has complete domestic payments interoperability. Only Ghana. and we have 100% access to financial inclusion. Today we have brought drones to help in the delivery of medical services, blood to help in the delivery of vaccines and drugs. And today, our drones, we have 6 centers for medical drones, and they are delivering medicines to 2,700 hospitals and health facilities across Ghana. Today, Ghana, our own Ghana, is the whole world, the leading medical drone delivery service in the whole world. The whole world. We are leading. In the area of agriculture, we came up with the Planting for Food and Jobs program. The Planting for Food and Jobs program is one of the most successful agricultural programs that we have implemented in this country. We have more than doubled the rate of growth in agriculture, and we have increased food security in Ghana. We see the whole of Africa. We have 54 countries. The countries with the most food security, or if you rank the countries by food security, Ghana is number 3 in Africa, and out of the 54 countries, number 3 in Africa in terms of food security. South Africa is number 1, Kenya is number 2, and Ghana is number 3. It shows that we have done something right. When you come to the macro economy, what is clear is that notwithstanding the challenges we've had, we have performed better than the government of John Dramani Mahama. Across, we have grown the economy more than him. Overall GDP growth is higher. Agricultural growth under us is higher. Industrial growth is higher. If you look at the budget deficit, ours is lower. You look at the primary balance, ours is lower. You look at gross international reserves, ours is higher. You look at exchange rate depreciation, ours is lower. Ours is lower. Sometimes they don't even understand the data. Do the math and you see that notwithstanding the problems we've had in the global economy and our exchange rate depreciation at 72% over 8 years is lower than your 74% over 8 years. Don't worry. We have created more jobs than he has. He was creating unemployment. We were creating jobs. We have kept the lights on. Choboi. So when it comes to the macro economy, it is night and day. We have done better across. Then when you look at infrastructure, we have done almost too much, isn't it? We have done more roads than his government, isn't it? We have built more airports than his government, more interchanges than his government, more hospitals than his government, more schools than his government, more ports than his government, more fish landing sites than his government, more public libraries than his government, more fiber optic cable than his government, more sanitation facilities than his government, more zongo infrastructure than his government, more infrastructure for the military, the navy, and the army, and the police than his government. So there's not one area, in infrastructure, that he can compete with us. Not one, across all the sectors. The data is clear. So, when he said the performance of his government was better than ours, I said to him, if you believe that, then come for a debate, one-on-one. Let us show whether it's the case or not. Come for a debate. for a debate. When you come for a debate, you cannot come and say Eyesu and go away. I'll pin you down with the facts and data. I'll pin you down with the facts and data. I will pin you down. When I told him to come, Osuro, Ojani to some kukon kete, Ojani. So, on what basis does John Mahama want to come back? What is the basis? You cannot say you've done better in education, not in healthcare, not in agriculture, not in infrastructure, not in digitalization. Maybe you have done better in Dumso, I confirm, and then Kokon, that's it. We want a government that is going to move this country into the fourth industrial revolution. I have many initiatives that I am bringing. I want Ghana to move away from a dependence on oil and gas to solar power. Solar power. Solar power. We are going to bring down the cost of electricity by 50%, and we are going to do it by moving to solar power. We are going to move to electric vehicles in public transportation. We have started to do the pilot. By moving to electric vehicles, we are going to bring down the cost of public transport by 50% to everybody. We are bringing down the cost of public transport. We are going to leverage the private sector of this economy to create jobs. The private sector holds the key to our wealth creation and prosperity. I am going to make sure that at least 3% of GDP, that is 30 billion Ghana cedis, is ceded to the private sector from the public sector to create jobs for our economy. I am going to bring a flat tax regime to Ghana. A flat tax regime for our imports, a flat tax regime for our incomes. And that will make it very, very easy for tax collection and understanding compliance and so on. So Ghana will have, by the grace of God, a flat tax regime next year. To make sure we all start on a clean slate, I'm bringing in a tax amnesty for all businesses and individuals next year so that we move. The transformation of this country cannot be done without railway infrastructure. We, in the first 8 years, we have been focusing a lot on our roads. I am going to bring in the required investment to build our railway infrastructure. Accra, Kumasi, Paga, Kumasi, Takradi, Ejisu, Eduade, Awasu, Minahene, Eduade. We are going to do all those railways, the great jobs for this country. We are also going to enter into the decade of housing. We are going to address the decade of housing. We are going to build houses just like Singapore did with private sector capital. And I'm going to move. Look, let me tell you one thing. State Housing Corporation, during President Mahama's term of office, state housing, they built only 12 houses. 12. During our term, we have built over 1,000 houses in state housing. When you go to Tema Development Corporation, TDC. During Mahamudu's period, they built 0 housing. 0. During our period, TDC has built over 1,000 houses. So, when I tell you that we are going to go into a decade of housing, I know what I'm talking about. We are going to go into a decade of housing to leverage on the private sector to build housing. And housing means jobs, carpenters, masons, electricians, plumbers, windows people, roofers, a lot of jobs to all our people. So we are in the digital world, and I want to provide the youth digital skills. I want to train at least 1 million youth of Ghana in digital skills. They can stay here in Ghana, work in America, work in Canada, work in Singapore, work in the UK, work in Australia, right from here in Ghana. We are in the digital world. You will get digital skills. Jamai, we have many policies that we have put in our manifesto. Of course, I cannot put all of them out here tonight, but I have been talking about them. One key policy is the credit scoring system. The credit scoring system. We are going to change Ghana with this credit scoring system. Today, if you finish school, you are working, everything you have to buy is cash. Everything is cash. We have introduced a credit scoring system, and very soon you will be buying things from next year and be paying small, and everybody will see an increase in their standard of living. This is a major policy that we are bringing. Joy, you are also going to see, as we go forward, under my government, all persons with disability will go for university and tertiary education for free. All persons with disability will go for tertiary education for free under my government. So we are going to transform this country, move it to another level. As we go on Saturday to make the choice is between the former president who represents the past and myself. You should ask yourself, who can better unite this country? Who can better unite the diversity of this country? Who can bring innovative ideas to propel Ghana into the 4th Industrial Revolution? So who has the integrity? Who has the integrity to fight corruption in this country? Who has the integrity to fight corruption in this country? Who has the compassion for the disabled, for the vulnerable, for the sick in our society? Who cares about the needy? Who can protect free senior high school education? Who can protect free SHS? Who can protect teacher training allowances? Who can protect nursing training allowances? Who can bring more development to our Zongo communities? You should mull all these questions and ask yourself, who will work very hard and selflessly for the people of Ghana? Who will work very hard and selflessly for the people of Ghana? Who can protect our natural resources? Who can protect our natural resources? If you ask yourselves all these questions, There's only one answer, and that answer is number one. Is number one. Is number one. Is number one. That answer is clearly Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. And that answer is clearly the NPP parliamentary candidates in all our constituencies. Number one. Choboy. I don't need a honeymoon. I don't need a honeymoon. I know what I want to do from day one in the presidency. Give me the chance to transform this nation. I have my own vision. I have my own vision. I have my own ideas. I'm going to build on our splendid record and transform Ghana and propel Ghana and unleash the forces of the private sector in Ghana to bring in the investment to transform this country. So it's number one. 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 It's number one. Trouble. I'm busy. Jadabai, Mia Panganga, Molaya Zayina, Asibradari, Katavoti, Kalvoti number one, NT, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, the MPP Jintor, Banga constituency Maza. Iya Namazada Mata Jama, Salam Aleikum. Naso, Lan Asibra, Kufita, Kuzo, Kuvote, Kubai, Dr. Bawumia, number one. Number one, Mr. said, Yamba police station, Miminda, Nayan to Abanu boom, and my number one.
Nyamishira wonso Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. Nyamishira Onshirao. It is possible. It is possible. Nyame Onshirao. Fantastic Bawumia. Fantastic Bawumia. Man of vision. Man of integrity. Man of bold solution. I was a Kragumi. What do you mean? Man of integrity. Man of bold solution. Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. Wakanira. Well, say Elfe. Was shaking Ghana. Dr. Bawumia. What done Ghana? Anybody say Elfe? Yakachramo. Ye ni mari papa. Ye ni mari papa. What is it? Yakani kwachramo. Ene da hono. Eni Bawumia enie. Vision leader. Bold solution. When you kokon ketenkete empre kon ketenkete jata sebo enkrantie empro debi. Why ene tesi me say wo de hwe ene Ghana po ewiase nyina. Ene Ghana pe ewiase nyina. They say wala hwe nkumdie no wakato won. Wankasa wa hunkurumdie no. Wankasa wo yendisini. Wa hu se Bawumia hwini wankasa wo. Misrai. Wo yendisini. Wankasa wo hu se Bawumia hwini wankasa ino wo. Baby adinako wo. Wankasa wo. A picky. enkunimdie ye dia entwani hwe bia Bawumia ama Ghana nyina temutin wadani Ghana no Dr. Bawumia ye yentwani hwe bia enkunimdie ye dia yentwani hwe bia man of integrity bo solution yenkotie Kofi Adoma okasa Kofi
and a bit of ever
abra no okasa no unse zongo ho no Madina baby oyeye no ho no akoye local settlement.
That's right.
Edu how is that no ye utumu say ayese o kasa na wanya nipa ho no kasa wo mpese wo mote na wo mu ate enti ho na me say then I know why they chose this location and na o hwe MPP nso a omunso choose location a ho no akoye generally the perception outside they say MPP for a cratch for
digitalization no
yes digital ni we say na e kan nyina no omo aka no o de course afom ho a en shedam fa papa enti no you need to target those people omo na tiase more ono Facebook ni ade no ode ye adwuma kese
afena ma
yes
one more respect choices na
yes, choice of venue no ne obia nya ne ye both NDC MPP obia nya ne choice ni ye pa nanado nana ne ka say ya wa mame but I think so almost signal no edu baby me say papa we wan careful a we kwa koye ni land ever under last minute we say o makasa no wan careful pe
wan kan ye
wan sha na but on the whole make us say both parties no akire dom akire organization and na o ma akire say they are very ready. Elections are a complex pa ema process ne de omo de nam ha so for de omo de nam ha but technically on the grounds elections way the BCBA a history the BCBA a history
MPP.
and the BCBA is something that will become a blueprinter a better hwa ma yesterday
any MPP brew
pa say election we never ni bi wo ho a ye nka ne say because campaign no eguso a wanye careful anhwe na akoka we ya na akoye akotia we na so anhwe na akoye we for now what they are doing will be anim de ntia oye say ko yie man na now we will analyze and say oh okay we ye ye no truly it went well. Good. And no na Ghana for hwehwe
nti what should say ya to aba ne bi kan wi a nya obedi nkuguo mpo akitaafo behunu say candidate no do obeye bia wo ye
yes no this year womo call grounds parties ni nyina womo call grounds ankasa campaign na parties ni year this year no serious enye fanfare adwumtofo begina ho atodwum ni bi we ye grounds ankasa one person a manfo adwen ko no so ye cheddar campaign or results never na ebehu because cheddar adopted something on the media ne en cheddar enya stories anase ne ho nsem bebre enka enti on the
me say uye wankasa hey uye wankasa uye ndisi ni hwe se dia ade aye wankasa trase uye ndisi ni o wankasa hwe dia se ade aye hwe se dia ade aye o wankasa trase kasa anyanye beze trase neze hey anye uye ndisiri wa hwe de ade ya ka tira ho se papa adiagu let me see kura Emissary. Hey. Bawumia. Bawumia. Wadare nyoma Bawumia. Bikachirebo. Bagajiremo. Me for be member. Bikachirebo. Bikachiremo. Share. Bawumia. Woni koda tata kunyano. Ukamiente. Oko. Bagajiremo. Bawumia. I told you people. Kachiremo visa gonna namidi. Kachiremo. Bawumia. Okokra. Man of vision. Integrity. Dani nyoma. Dr. Bawumia. Okokra. Ene wankasa uhuni say. Ha? Hwe. Ya kachiremu wo. Okokra. Oko. Hwe enipa ni gira ho okasa. Enipa ni gira ho na okasa. Hwe speech no ensema Bawumia yi to ho. Hwe speech. Ensema What is it? You can tell me say NDC mamumfa John Dramani mama you catch a monty a jegu afedie hwe breaking news enie breaking news see breaking news enie ene da no breaking news a yensaka tie muhwe NDC mutemi break ema meke ema no 20,000 papers then intercepted in Akesi NDC constituency secretary arrested. Breaking news to see Ghana Police Service. Anyway, omache no. Anyway, another TV sui. Me to so mamo. Ghana for mo hwe. Ghana for mo hwe Ghana for. Mo hwe Ghana for mo hwe. Breaking news. Anyway, min twan tro da. Anyway. Ana da no. Ana mo na oda sense no ni eche no. 20,000 papers intercepted in Akesi NDC constituency secretary arrested. Wama penti 20,000 papers. And the actual police for people no lie. When you bosem count, a police and a sonu. When you bosem kana for be member maybe TV so be can to watch them. When you bosem ka min can to anye hwe. Be can to do my breaking news and mire ye. Anna ya sonu. Min can to anyway, Ghana Police Service. Oma printed ballot papers. NDC constituency secretary. And police for watching what that says no. On down. And police for issue statement. Oma printed 20,000 papers. NDC. I printed 20,000 papers. And yachino. And hey, and this is the constituency chairman. And that people no lie. Breaking news. Mama catcher say about we unsurvival Don't remember mama. Say we enter now you confident. Who confident say oba wait oboa. Ekufado. Wo be tell say you politician sing Ekufado. Nanado. Mama, wo be tell say we ye politician sing 20,000 peoples. Say 20 na da no. Ana secretary na ya kire no NDC ni no. Ya kire no. On da no. On da ses no. Enie. Oma pente 20,000 peoples. Enie. 20,000. Pebre. NDC for tena munya campaign no. Wait tena munya campaign no. Marco printed 20,000 peoples. Muku twagum. Sa. And wait till another drama on your campaign. Sa. Drama. Wait till another campaign, drama. Wait till another campaign. Oh, boy. Otwate. Your former president, mama. Wait into another campaign. Otwate. Wait till another this for your campaign. Oh. I know them know your channel. And you know you are breaking news. Where people no lie. For be member. Mint TV soon chantro. Ghana Police Service. I know much acquire or them no. I know my statement. At the camp change pick up 20,000 ballot papers. And yes, where people no lie. And you be no coprente and you make so. Obi akoprinti no betu vutrogu nkofo ani. People no lie. You see? Wait till the drama man campaign oh. Sadie. Ain't no drama ni mama one campaign. Hey, ebusafo blabeka bi why? Yes so lako. Plus 929451330. Wo me na ma frɛ na bekasa. Why? So blabeka bi. Why? Brabekabi, wait till the drama on your campaign. Brabekabi plus 929451330. NDC constituency secretary. Oma printed 20,000 papers. A good picker drop. And a police for a son. One of them. One of them, yo. Only. Say I went to the drama on your campaign. Oh, wait. Unit aboje me chew. Piaga me chew. Sister Rana pia me chew. Bra man so frem ne beka bi wa bra. Ya che ndisi fo no. Omo ko print 20,000 papers. 20,000 papers. Say went to na dwama ma na campaign no. Say krono boy tia and na dwama ma enya campaign. Police statement and akoy one of that says we 20,000. Hey. And people scoot 20,000. A boa 20,000 papers. A good tipa truck. And a police for us so mumu. Hey, I was a friend wife, Fred Bland, because was it can me chow? Was it can Brabakabi? Why? Hello, honey, hello.
Phobia.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yamiadum.
Mr. Foyna.
Obia.
Some Messi Bonnie, we are Bonnie Sumo. Bonnie will end Suma. Adiana Wodiano. Utuya dia unya. Intimo home. The sense and any you says so much plenty baby.
Oh, that's 20,000. 20,000.
Inside still you were baby.
I see money home.
Now, when how come so Mubenyanti when and sample come the sample, but actually. Yatintim, Nasa Yatintimon. Nobody got to my assistant who match that and yet when I
stamp.
Omunya electoral commission stamp. Nti omu be stamp bia. Nti omu nkorofo kwa ani achiche no omu di gumu kakra na sese.
Omu nkorofo kwa no mu gugu mu kakra 20,000 ana police for so no mu. Enie Ghana police. Enyimira yaro eguti patrokum. So on fi say MPP ye rally. Enti omani na ho, enti omani kofam. Tom vi say obia ni wo rally ni so.
Obia ni wo rally ni so.
Exactly. Enti no omani kofam. And Ghana police a good patrol 20,000 ballot papers.
And the police so yeah, one patrol baby.
Yes, so no muno. Oh no, General. And this constituency chairman a secretary. Akesi.
Nessa but two so na wamu ya no. Elia ho baby so say. Ampino han woman who said I'm in a way betuno. MPP ninu betuni nti se omakofa sojafoɔ na yache wɔn no nti nkomo de wɔn kɔ kuro foforo no kuro no so na wɔn akɔyi nipa ɛwɔ hɔ na wɔn antimi ankoto aba no nti basa MP andis foɔ ne de ne connection nti wɔn de nsoro wɔn bɛkɔ na adam mamefoɔ mpanyinfoɔ ne wɔn aka no ehu bɔ wɔn a wɔn nkoto aba no nɛɛsɛ wɔn MP no wɔ hɔ no watimi ɛde sign MPP ne no no yachi omoni etuo ni niema no wosi asie dun katia ena John Mahama ena obomai ba kusudin san krofo mi ensa na de ma omo san ma omo sika aka ho a ese omo yachi omo Kevin Tennis ni na isu say MPP fo ena edi niema ekos boko etuo konkonsa niema babofo na wosi wono
say police die ni agidie enie police.
All right.
Police in any me boy. Where people no lie. Anyway. And this
no lie.
And this is
yeah, me. I fine pass up me see as we actually warm some for free in a gumo. Because one back again and the la woman to me power dear. Never again. Never. Because woman Bawumia wishing we no day bano. Emma, mama, or they say a fire service movie she could have woni. Or no mamma open a batuno comtino. Only vision beer because a nano question is BBC Nibusana Kura Kukuran what Timiano.
Dabi.
Kukuran what Timi ma correct answer ya no say. Just a nonce one a man walk and say Diana may so and I did just say one one onim deɛ wonam na ishara me deɛ mo underground so mo hwɛ niema na ɛkɔsɛ paa
forget ewini lesson no ewini inshallah oh anu manyam kanya me yero ho susuma wo ni nsi na ade kyɛ yɛ wɔ adwuma yɛ Saturday kurabi so mi telephone Sunday Victroy na bano ena me so Saturday me so mi telephone fi kura me ba me so TV na ma baby ama makoma atumi mi ni sa akoma ni grand nti me obi mu bobo kura me nko support obi sa me support makoma tintiro meta ye bubo ni nyina wia na ma background ti etimi abose susu ma wone no ye nya ne de abose no se mo se grand bibia da na kwamu dia ne kumase so say some people for no should be wo kumase man come kumase forget kumase kumase so buru say you know ja sikiri man ka bibi nchora ekufado omuni helicopters baku 16 and nam wiemu saa soja fo ni nam wiemu saa helicopter
sa
me na me ka kira wo
nti ne wa ba bia wo be fa bia be so mo
ba bia wo me say asoja fo ni bi wo fom asoja fo ni bi nam so ana police fo nam fom nti asoja fo ni helicopter omama akufado ama all the 16 regions in helicopters Entino data kra ba ku nam wiem sa papa.
Wow. Because so my woman was some fool. Could my poor da. Kawe abato oboko ne yakoto asumdwem yakoto eniji abayasi we na wene ye nyina de eniji atade ne vision na ode ba no on famna ne mama waba wantimi sata mana yare bibia no kwa wantimi manage o man no wantimi no obi matimi wonu na manu wakase adukufu adomo ase o man no wow ya no kwa na mtia na makomet na say no kugo no obedi.
Oh, what do
Messi was
say?
Amen.
Wajatu is what you one.
Amen. It's a Yababa, Mako, baby, Chirano, papa, and me bar, Mako, Akoda.
Aye, what your bar?
Yababa, would you remember to the Mako, Akoda? Now, Maka, what you bedding couldn't.
Fantastic. I was for Harry Phobia member TV, Nemusia. Yame Aduma, Ebeseshia. And Ghana Police Service. Achi, NDC4.
Canada, Germany, and
PPGH. Kunadu. Hello.
Hello, phone.
Yeah, Kunadu. Hello.
Hello, Phobia.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Fine evening.
Let's say we have a call.
I am Bonti. You could tell
my idea, me bomb a basumina.
Hey, Namina, and Yami.
Munimu, I na. I was saying, the BBS and do na me who ya may say, make her, a load near me. Easy. With the BBS and do, I don't pay. Say, me say, go easy one, I say, and this if one and I do a people name sa o me dia afa ba bia ntia ya ahwe ma me paache why me dia sende o
now onti dia si
phobia
onti dia si
me paache da bi
unhwe me TV no so no
ya che o mo no
sa pipes we e 20,000 pipes NDC yes 20,000 akwane ya che no akwani ya che no one dem no one dan che ho no
mahu na me tie ba che on say no wasa ko load bi agu pick up so mo me dia send o so
ya che 20,000 enwa
ta hu dia wo pick up ne ka ni
emana enye nkete na guo no tie police statement no me ba bonten no was it 20,000 pipes
and I ma me phobia me de ya send o ya hwe say no am pa so
enwa mahwe na mo so sisi enwa
me hu ya na me se dabi me hu na me hwe na me se dabi ade ma me wo so koma phobia ne bra
20,000 NDC Akesi NDC secretary Constituency secretary one of them no one of the says one of down one of that says
phobia me hu ya no police for no stop no was he using the diason me ya na me ka se them me se dabi e wana na jono no na me send bra wona me become my SK said dabi
one ya che one ya che
ya da nyame ase because me hu sa house akasa no kro mo ka wo mu no omo boa
one ya che no oboa
erade me da ase because me hu ya me spirit kire me say oboa ti be kura me kire comment say mo nya wo mo nche wo no omo boa yi sin so ma wo mo enti na me de bra mo no na jona me de bai because me hu ya na me say dabi omo boa
one
ya si be na be ya yi people say
one ya che no 20,000
na just for the begum Jo Mahama wani mu agu ase papa na ya force
omu ko gu baby no ko makoche
Jo Mahama wani mbegu ase papa ya force ze chinchina bedi yeso ya ne yede ye ho ya se ye mpewo wo problem de say papa okogina wotumfo na nim asa akola ketu ya je ne tof ye free nsem o ya criminal Jo Mahama inti ma menya phobia member ya me das
ebusafo en mu besia no bisi nyame adoma phobia member ebese hia anwumre we aminka obi biara makra me damase nyame nhyira mo